most people think that discipline is about making sure that you're always perfect. You never miss a day, you always do the right workouts, you always eat properly, and you're always studying for that next exam. I'm here to tell you that isn't only wrong, but there's a different way to think about discipline in a way where you actually stay consistent with your habits and you don't slip up. What you want to think about is, instead of believing that you have to be perfect, believe that you have to show up, right? If I go to the gym and I want to, hit legs, I hate hitting legs, like most people do. But instead of me trying to say I have to hit it perfectly every time, I just show up. And even if it's a terrible workout, even if it's below my expectations, I at least went. And that's better than overthinking, and it's better than sitting there and contemplating what you could have done with your time instead. So, how do we get here? Okay? Most people will always be stuck in that other sort of thinking. They'll always believe that they have to be perfect, that they always have to be there and do it 100%. When the people that succeed the most are often just the ones who are able to show up. Which is also why a lot of employment today looks for workers that just show up. Because they don't want somebody who's perfect. They don't want somebody who is always trying to be the best. Obviously, it's competition and stuff. But what people want is somebody who can reliably show up every day. Because it's more important for you to be consistent than it is to be accurate. Okay? I preach that a lot on this channel, and I wanted to get that across to you today in this dedicated video so that way you can understand why this sort of thinking works. I'm going to put you into a different scenario here. Let's say you have a job and there's a project due in a week. Instead of thinking, I have to get this project done perfectly without any errors, think to yourself, I want to be able to get this project done by doing something every day. I promise you, it'll always be done, and it'll get better and better over time instead of having shoddy consistency. What I mean by this is that sometimes you'll have a really good presentation, and sometimes it'll be a really bad presentation. It balances that out. So instead of having to deal with one or two of the extremes, you can instead deal with something that is different. You can deal with trying to get better at that skill. So instead of worrying about all the imperfections that you make along the way, you can just simply correct them and continue doing those habits. Now, maybe this doesn't apply to you, and you're asking yourself, well, why does this matter? I'm here to tell you that this matters because if you want to learn a new skill, if you want to build a new habit, if you want to do anything that involves improving yourself, the main correlating factor is consistency. It always is. You can ask any entrepreneur, you can ask any fitness influencer. They will always tell you that consistency is the most important aspect to discipline, to the skill, and eventually to your own success. So remember this. If you want to learn a new skill, if you want to build a new habit, if you want to be stronger, smarter, and more versatile, remember that it's not about being perfect when you first show up. It's about getting back down and getting up. It's about doing that over and over and over again. It's nothing glamorous, it's nothing shiny, it's in fact quite boring. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're able to do that, you'll be able to achieve the goals that you want in your life, and you'll be able to grow. This was me, Chris, and if any of this resonated with you, or if you have an issue yourself and you want to talk about it, put it in the comments below, because I'm sure many people will want to respond to you, and they can maybe help you out as well. Because remember, I'm only one person. I can't do everything on this world myself. So it's okay to trust a couple of other people. All right. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.